Darn monkey, always trying to get in there.
Sorry guys, clicked on the wrong screen for a second there, but welcome back. Break's over and the... Oh, I guess we left off with Fawn, so we're probably going to go back with Fawn again, but...
To see if
Well, actually, we saw how Fawn made it through the night. Why don't we go to the rest of the party?
Oh.
So, can you guys give me a watch order?
In the middle of the night, the eggs hatch. Watch order?
Give me a watch order, please.
Oh.
So
Sure.
usually goes Durian. It usually goes Durian, Nina, Fawnel, and Caben. Should we just take Fawn out and use the same order?
It'd be up to how
Yeah.
it fits Durian in for his spells, because me and Nina, I don't think we really care.
So I say, I don't feel like sleeping tonight. I'll wake you up, Caben, in about 4 hours, or Nina or whoever you want me to wake up.
And I assume we, bar the door, standing procedure last time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
sure.
you guys look throughout the tower, I assume.
Yes, we do a very quick. We don't
Yeah.
search, but we just do a
Yeah,
quick
it's like,
check
oh,
up and
this
down.
room's still tossed. This room's still tossed. This room's still scorched. No one's in the top of the tower. Okay.
And I I guess they're on the middle floor, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just on I'm outside the front door. Keeping watch.
Okay.
I also recommend we should keep an eye on the eggs so we don't have little chimeras try to kill us.
They're not gonna hatch. I tell her they're not
kill
gonna
us.
suddenly hatch and kill us. It's fine. Worst comes to worst, you have a small cat-sized creature that
That
you
can't
have
walk
to deal
or
with.
anything. So.
Yeah, they're gonna be blind in their first couple hours and useless in their first couple months. So don't worry about it. But they're not gonna hatch tonight.
We hope.
Okay, so what are watches then?
Who is keeping the eggs warm? Who has decided to
I
sleep
am-
with them?
No one is keeping the eggs warm.
Aw,
No,
darn
no.
guys.
No one's
I am-
incubating
Put them
them.
in the refrigerator, actually.
I say I don't feel like sleeping. I will wake somebody up in several hours. That's
Okay.
what I say. And Travis, I don't think I'm gonna memorize spells tonight. I don't
Okay.
think I'm in the right state of mind for it
All right.
because I'm not a perfect character, Allison. And it's
Oh,
more more
well.
epic to do this than
Oh,
to
okay.
memorize spells and not use them tomorrow. So
Okay.
Cool. So I'm
Good,
still
Durian.
not hearing. Durian's just gonna take all night.
Durian's
I'm gonna
stay
wake
up as
wake
long as he
somebody
can.
up after 4 hours. I'm gonna
Okay,
wake up
and who's
somebody
that
after 4 hours.
somebody?
We don't know yet.
I don't know. Why don't we get there?
Caven says wake me up.
No.
When September ends.
Can I decide in 4 hours, Travis?
You can decide, but Caven says wake me up in 4
Sure,
hours.
you can. Okay. All right. Excellent. Cool. All right. Nina, you feel someone shaking your shoulder.
Damn it! I didn't get to
Okay.
choose.
Durian?
Arrow.
You are standing in a misty, foggy plain. Grass is about ankle high on your feet. Fog
I-
surrounds you. What do you do?
Do I have any of my stuff on me, or am I just like...
You
As I
you are
was-
wearing kind of a plain brown smock, kind of a dress-like thing.
I don't have any of my weapons around or anything because
Nope.
I'm imagining I'm like waking, just woke up and my gear's supposed to be around me, but it's not
Yep.
around me.
You're standing in this field. You're looking around. None of your gear's on you. You kind of look around. To your left, you kind of peer through the fog and you see a tree and then another, a forest off to your left. You look right and see, is that the outline of a building? Maybe a house? Maybe a building behind it.
Hmm.
What do you do?
I walk towards it.
Towards what? The forest or the village?
The buildings.
Okay. Excellent. You walk toward the buildings. And you see kind of a strange collection of places. One looks like just a foundation. The house maybe crumbled a day ago, a year ago, a decade, a century. The house next to it, a large manor, perfectly upkept, windows still shining and clean. Across the road you see a small hut. Looks dilapidated, poorly taken care of. Next to it, a shop of some kind, maybe? What do you do?
So I have I just glanced at all these buildings.
Mhm.
Do any of them seem familiar? Or
Every single one of them. But something isn't right. You don't think they should be together. A manor next to a hut?
I sort of at this point I just go, and I'm gonna actually try and recall my memory of how it's supposed to look like.
How it's supposed to look like. You concentrate. You think you should actually. Oh, okay. You think each of these places looks exactly like they should, but not where they should be.
I just like, what is this? And
What do you
I
do?
guess, am I familiar with the kind of shop it is?
There might be a sign. You can't read it though.
I still can't believe I have the highest intelligence. I can't read.
Yeah.
It's funny.
You look and there's a hammer and an anvil on it.
Go ahead towards it.
Because most people can't read, so you got to make these things a little more obvious. You head towards it.
Mhm.
You enter the place.
I sort of knock and I say, "Is anyone here?"
You hear a clang, and then another clang. Nothing else in reply.
I open it up and I say, "Excuse me, is anyone home?"
You open it up and you see kind of a dusty counter, light coming in the windows, though it doesn't look the same as the light outside. You smell the smell of smoke and sweat. Hear the clang of a hammer on metal.
Okay, I head towards the sound and I keep saying, "Excuse me." By the way, do I remember who should be here? Or who owns the place?
Why don't you give me an intelligence check?
No choice. Nope.
You see,
I'm
you
fine with
can't-
intelligence, but like if it's like I'm gonna try and remember something, that has nothing to do with intelligence. I'm just
Okay.
pointing out a fault in the number of rolls, not that your choice of it, Travis, at all. Like I would have done the same thing, but like
okay,
I'm like poking at the system, if you will.
I see
Like,
that.
hello, is anyone here? As I keep going towards the sound.
You keep going toward the sound, and there's behind the counter. There's a door that leads to the back. You kind of look around, and you see vague shapes, metal shaped into. Is that a hammer? Is it a shield? You can't tell.
I can't. I'm trying to focus on the sound and the noise. I see.
Yeah,
a
it's coming
person.
from behind the door.
I knock on the door and say, "Hello, is anyone there?"
Clang, clang, clang.
I open the door and say, "Excuse me."
You
Anyone
open the
here?
door. You're back outside the shop, the front of the shop.
Huh? I go, "What the hell?" And I just turn around. There was a mansion as well.
There was a large manor house, yes.
I head towards that one next.
You
Same
open the
procedure.
door.
Hello, anyone there? Knock, knock.
Soon as you open the door, amazing smell comes to your nose. Cinnamon and apples? Are they baking a pie? You look around and it's a large foyer hallway. There's carpet underneath your feet, but everything's gray. You see a tapestry on the wall, but you can't make out what's on it. You look at the carpet, it's soft underneath your feet, but you can't see any design. You see
do I
a door at the end of the hallway, staircase
Do I s-
arcing up.
Do I still have my memento around my neck in this dream?
You reach around your neck. You do find it, yes.
I pull it out and I look at the designs? Is there anything that matches it, or
The designs of the manor.
the memento? Yeah, like the,
The memento.
tapestry or anything like that.
The tapestry is completely blank, as you can tell, colored gray. The memento, in fact, you look at your own skin and it seems to take on a gray tinge, but the memento is still the bright, shining sun of Palor. In
I
all
keep
its
going-
color.
I keep going forward.
Okay. You look around, you see a hallway to your left, a door to your right.
Honestly, Travis, I'm gonna leave this up to you and your randomness, but I go in a random direction because I don't know where I should head, so I just go
Flip a
Yeah.
coin, left or right.
roll detour. Assume whatever
Left
that
is one. One? Alright, you head left, you go down the hallway. It's dark. Darker, darker. You're outside the manor.
Okay, I go back in the manor and attempt the right passage.
As you walk toward the manor, it disappears in a haze.
Nice DM. Nice.
So, I look at the shop, the manor. What else was there?
There's a hut and just a foundation. Like, not a house, it's just whatever it was ruined.
I check the hut next.
Okay.
Same procedure. Knock, knock. Hello.
You walk into the hut. This place is very familiar. There are things on the shelves, shapes you vaguely recognize, but they kind of... you can't quite formulate them. They're blurry around the edges.
I
You
just
look and
wait.
there's a bed, maybe a place to sit, a table. You see the bright shining sun of Palor over the table.
I look at the sun and look at the symbol, the sun. Like, is anyone here? Here, here. Echo.
Your voice doesn't echo, but you do hear something from outside saying, "It's been a long time, Nina."
Immediately snap around. Who's there?
Why don't you come out and say hello?
I
It's been so long.
I just run. Like, boom, boom,
Run
boom,
outside.
Douche.
You
and
see
skid.
a man standing in the middle of the street. His clothes are nondescript. His height, you can't tell. His facial features, you look, and the more you stare, the less you can hold on to them. Though you do see one thing. He's smiling. You can't see from his mouth, but the wrinkles on his eyes. You can tell he's smiling at you. Says, "Nina, you've come so far. I'm very proud of you."
Who the hell are you? Show yourself.
I'm right here. Can't you see me? Nina, you're so close, and yet so far. You've won a great battle, and you see fire behind him. You've avenged a hard loss, a mist of green. You face to come a daunting trial. You see sand billowing behind him. And you stare then into the face of darkness, and a pair of red eyes glow behind him. Follow your destiny, Nina. At this point, you feel a shake on your shoulder, and you hear Caben saying, "Nina." Caben saying, what would you say to wake up Nina?
Wake up.
Hey, beautiful. Hey.
I'm glad it was Caben.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would've told-
No,
Come on,
wait,
guys. Like,
wait,
you.
Wait, no,
What do you say, Caven? Like, you could
No,
say
no,
anything.
actually,
Like,
Travis.
good
Can it-
morning, starshine. Like, what? You've done anything.
I got your chimera omelets ready.
By the way, we only have 3 eggs left. But Josh, you're asking me something. What would you like
I was
to
gonna
ask?
say, can it actually be Durian? We waste it up. It's with that
No,
line.
no,
No.
it's happened already. Caben's just
Alright.
like nudging you like, "Hey, wake up."
Wake. Hey, Nina, wake
So,
up.
okay, so he's doing this. I hear that, and I say, "Wait, who are you?" And you can basically, in the dream thing, Travis, if it's still possible, I run towards him with my fist up, and I assume at this point I actually stop dreaming and wake up.
Yeah, you wake up.
And so you hear me as I wake up, like lunging up forward. Who are you? And I swing. And, sorry, Kevin.
Roll to hit at -10. For Caben's flat-footed AC, to be fair. You're catching it by
Swing.
she kind of swings her arm and you like just reflexively dodge it, Caben.
Okay. What's your deal? Wake up. Is it morning?
Well,
I'm assuming it's morning, or is it time for
Yeah,
a
it's
walk?
morning.
Okay.
You're waking up.
He kind of gives you like,
I
a
just,
weird
like-
look, look, wake up, all right? We're gonna get moving.
All right.
That was weird. Like I'm like literally going like this in character.
Yep. Nina, all the details of that dream you recall in your mind, which is strange. You don't usually remember your dreams, just kind of vague, like... Your dreams are usually you trying to remember things, and then you try to remember the dreams, and that many levels of remembering are unstable. So, you kind of snap out of it, and it's something strange for you.
I immediately like step to my feet and like just turn around looking, and I'm like, did something happen last night?
We slept and had watch. We gave you the night off.
I like immediately go for the memento around my neck and pull it out.
Yeah, it's there. Bright shining sun of Palor.
Is it still shining like it was in the dream, or?
It's not quite as reflective. I mean, it seemed to stand out more in the dream, but yeah, it's painted, you know, it's like you had on yesterday and the day before, and as far as you can remember before that.
I like look at Kevin like, did you have a weird dream last night, or hear a voice?
Kevin kind of smiles. No. And turns around and starts fixing whatever he's, like, to move off for the day.
Did you have a
Right.
good
Okay,
dream tonight?
yeah, I mean, you probably stayed in the other bedroom, so I assume you just walk out.
Yeah,
and
he
start
just
packing.
kind of gives like a smile, look like, no. And then turns away and walks away.
Did you have a dream last night? Wait, am I awake? What am I doing?
You're still downstairs. You're like getting some breakfast.
I pulled
Caven
an
went
all-nighter.
upstairs to grab Nina. Yep.
Okay.
So you're not there.
I just like keep doing this like, let's get going then. I head downstairs.
Right. You head downstairs. Can I assume you guys gather your shit and head out?
I think
Anything
so.
you want to do beforehand?
I want to ask Durian, because he seemed to know the most about chimeras, and I guess I would tell him, you know, I was thinking this whole mission, with being this mission, we can ask Lysandra to bring it back to Sagni, but is there a way to, like, extract the acid from the head that spews it, Durian?
You'd have to know where the acid comes from. I sort of shrug. I say I don't know enough about anatomy to do it, but you would presumably. I sort of gesture. I say wyverns have poison in their tails.
Yeah.
They're poison glands. You'd look in the tails. You wouldn't look in the belly.
Right.
I don't know all this. I haven't dissected a wyvern, but this is what I would assume.
Right, and we
So-
have, I mean, hypothetically speaking, we have the head. If the glands are in the head, maybe we could do that?
She wanted the goat head, right? Not the dragon head.
Oh,
No, she wanted the
why should
dragon
she-
head.
Who are you asking about? There were a few interested
Lysantha.
parties.
Who else was interested?
Lysandra wanted the dragon head.
the
Lysantha wanted.
the nice lizard who did that divination stuff for us.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Go
after
back
we-
to your notes.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
we
know her
burned
name.
and we burned the rest of the body, the stuff she wanted.
yeah, it's a moot
Did
point.
you, though?
But we have three
That's a
heads.
question. You do it.
Lady
We have
Melodia
the heads in
wanted.
Yeah, I do have it.
She wanted the eyeballs, didn't she?
I don't know. Did she?
I mean, I can look at my
That's your memory because
that's
I
a
only
memory.
have.
That's memory. I can look at my notes. I think I have it in my notes, but I think she wanted the eyeballs. But the Lysantha wanted the dragon head because she's a dragon hunter.
Yeah, I think she just wanted the dragon head to have the dragon head, and I believe the only ingredient we got. I don't remember a Lady Melodia ingredient. I didn't take a note on it, so and I don't remember it.
All right. So cool. You guys just pack up your shit and start heading out.
And
You've
by the way,
got,
Travis,
yes.
I've used 2 detect magic spells and 4 of my level 1 spells, and I did not sleep last night, so I still.
Okay. Cool. Why don't we switch back over to Faunalin? You guys pack up and start heading through the foothills.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go back over to Faunalin. Fawn, you are just kind of resting up for the day.
So we're saying this is the second day I had to sleep after he did the healing?
No.
Oh,
This
okay.
this is the same day. Yep.
Okay.
That night that Nina just passed was parallel to you trying not to die before you could cast his spell.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So they head out this morning, and you've had your words with this dwarf.
Dwarf dude,
And
whose name I didn't ask yet.
he left. Yes, you haven't. And he left to kind of go about his business. What do you do during the day?
She would probably not really do much to try not exert too much energy, especially because she didn't eat much of that nasty gruel that he gave her, obviously.
No, you didn't.
So she would probably spend most of her day contemplating, how she's going to get back on Firefoot and how many things she's going to kill. And how
Okay.
she might kill the dwarf if he oversteps his boundaries.
Yeah,
No.
you
But
should.
obviously not planning
You
that
should-
out.
You should totally try that. I'd love to see how it works
Try
out.
to
Travis.
heal me,
You're
let me cut your
you're at
throat.
1 Constitution. By the way, you
This
lost.
is after she gets healed.
You lost another modifier point, so you're down another 7 HP. You're at 8 of 8 HP. Funnily enough, you're at full health.
But you're ironically
Your hair is like you've lost probably a third of your hair.
Thanks,
Someone,
Travis.
someone in chat says nasty.
Thanks, Travis.
I mean, at this point, you're gaunt, you're pale, you're sickly looking.
All right, well,
You should
I'm
totally
still planning how I would kill this nasty dwarf anyways,
Yeah.
because that
I mean,
makes
if
me
you-
feel better about myself.
Yeah, if you do a sneak attack, you could probably take him out in 1 hit. Maybe, possibly, almost.
Well,
Anyway,
But
so
if he
you
gets one
spend
hit
your
on
day
you-
resting up. Yeah.
so
so-
yeah, I rest and I dream about better days where I'd be slaughtering dwarves like him with ease, since apparently right now I'm in really, really, really awful condition with my 8 HP. I think that's lower than I would have had at like level 1 out of character. Obviously.
It's exactly what you would have had at level 1.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So it's like,
So cool. You pass your day just kind of resting up, dozing on and off, and as the sun starts to set, you hear kind of a you hear the door open because he doesn't have a front deck to step on, and he says, "Oi, you still alive in there?"
oi, I'm still alive. Yeah.
All right. No need to get lippy.
Lippy.
It's out getting these. And he starts working on something at the table. You can't really
More
see what
icy
he's
hat.
doing.
Can she see? Is she blinded?
He has dark
Well,
vision. He's
she's-
a dwarf.
Yeah, he didn't have to light a fire at night to see her.
But it's daytime, right?
It is, yeah, she can see him. Yeah, it's no problem. She can
Okay,
see him.
because I was under this impression maybe she was blinded by
Her
her
eyes aren't
illness.
falling
No,
out.
no,
during
no,
Just her hair.
No, he's like, his back is turned
My
to her. He's
eyes.
doing something on the table.
Oh god.
Says, how you feeling?
I'm.
I mean,
well,
other than shit, of course.
I'm still alive and kicking.
Aye, that you are.
You know, us elves are good at staying alive.
Yeah, well,
She looks at the back of his head since he's presumably facing away doing whatever he's doing.
you hear him snort, and he says, yeah, well, depends who you ask. Alright, well, here you go. And he walks over and kind of thrusts a bowl towards you. And in it, you see grains and berries, things that would be very hard to find at this time of the year.
Real food.
It's elven food. It's
Ah.
like
Oh, shit.
the stuff you've been craving for.
This is the
A
good
long time.
Samaritan, and you're
AIDS.
being mean to him.
She gets so excited and looks up with him at happiness, even though he's still a dwarf. And she doesn't scarf it down because she knows that would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, eat slowly there. I
Yeah,
know, it
so
looks
she just kind
appetizing.
of slowly eats and savors every bite of it because it's real food for once.
How the
Roll
hell
a
you
save
people can
versus
live
poison.
hundreds of years eating that stuff, I don't know. But you enjoy it now. Says he kind of pulls back the blankets and says, don't be alarmed. I need to look at that wound. You said it's well, it's this swollen leg here, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't really say much between eating.
At
She's
this
just like,
point, you notice that like your armor and gear is all completely gone, and you're just in whatever underclothes you had.
You're completely naked.
No, you're
God,
you're
no.
not completely. By underclothes, I
Naked.
mean like your shirt, and you probably had a skirt under your armor, or
Tunic
you know.
type deal, whatever.
yeah, tunic type deal. So he starts looking at your leg and says, "Aye, yeah, looks like you're through the worst of it. I'll put. I got a salve for this, and that should help. You might want to cut the hair short to even it out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you lost like a third of it, so gonna have to clean that out of my bed. Thank you very much."
Travis,
Does
stop
the
making
bed-
all my characters lose their
Travis,
hair.
does the bed smell of dwarf?
Obviously.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Is there
bed
a
obviously
dwarven
smells of
musk
dwarf.
about the place?
Stop.
but he goes
terrible.
about like cleaning your wound and applying some kind of salve, which smells like petrol, but obviously you don't know what gasoline smells like. But you know, he applies it and you kind of wrinkle your nose and he says, "Yeah, eat your food." So, the great lizard brought you from the east, did he?
Yes.
So, why were you running away from the? Well, I don't want to call it a war, but the the guerrilla action.
So she has assumed by now that he's talking about where she's from, correct? Yeah.
Make your own assumptions.
I mean,
You're making an assumption.
okay, she makes the assumption that he's talking about where she's from, and she says that I wasn't running from anything. If anything, I got bored and left to find other things to fight for.
Aye, so not the biggest believer in the cause anymore.
I mean, it went from them needing me to not needing me as much, so I'm finding my own things to do. And that's all she really tells him, because she doesn't need to
Right.
tell him anything.
It's alright. Usually, we don't see many woodies to the east of the lines here. You know.
Well, now you have.
Alright, well, this looks fine. I'd say you'll probably be back on your feet in, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 days, something like that.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. Do I have to stay here?
Hey, you can leave now, but considering, you know, Badger would probably kill you if you ran into it. I wouldn't recommend that. Look, I got more of this elven cuisine you like. You can
Roughage.
stay here and rest up.
She gets a little excited and points to the bowl and is like, "You have more of this?"
Well, yeah, it wasn't just that little bowl I went and got. Christ, I was gone half the day. Might not be an elf, but I can still find that shit.
Perhaps I'll stick around for a little bit. Oh, you know, yeah.
Where is
Not
she?
a bad idea.
I'm like
You know-
rolling around the like map, and I'm like, where is she?
We don't know.
You don't. She doesn't even know at this
Yeah.
point.
Nope, I'm somewhere.
She knows. She knows.
No,
She
she saw where they flew, but how often do you have an aerial perspective?
No, I'm just. I don't know what conversation. Durian doesn't know what conversation she's
Yeah.
had with this guy, but Jimmy knows that she knows where she is in relation to the world.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, she probably is a good idea. Anyway, he says,
Okay.
"Well, all right. What's your name there?" "No, I got that already. Fawn, right? Like the deer. Real
Yes.
creative."
Real great.
What's your name, friend?
He's got a real hard for the woody.
I didn't think you'd ask. Just accepting help from a stranger. You don't even ask my name.
Well, I mean, it's not that.
But obviously, it starts with a J.
Well, I could be Iron
Yeah, is
Kilt
it
the
John?
Dark Necromancer. You could be like a frickin' thrall. You don't know.
His name is John.
It's
How'd you
actually
know my name was John? No, I'm just kidding.
Is it
it's
J-O-N?
Bob.
He,
no, no,
Bob
it's
Cratchit.
Judy.
he kind of doesn't answer right away, and you hear him rummaging about, and he pulls
She's just
out.
kind of like she does this, like.
Well, his back is to you, so.
Oh well,
Yeah,
she's
so
doing
that-
it anyways.
But he kind of slides out the drawer of a desk, says, "No, not up here. Up this one." And he slides out another drawer, and you see him draw out a bottle, and he goes, a big plume of dust comes off it. Hey, yeah, Elven make. Thought I had some of this around. Well, leave it to the humans. They don't know what to gift a dwarf with. Here, some fine Elven wine. I ain't gonna drink it, so
She's
Here.
like, the
have some of this. And he starts
Get crunk. Get crunk.
he starts peeling it off. Says, "Hi, my name's Glashin.
Oh, I
How do you
just start
spell
with
that?
J.
Glashin."
Spell that, Travis, in case she ever mentions it to me.
Did you-
Oh, it was close.
And he starts unwrapping the wine. He says, I know it might be a sin to you people, but I'm gonna water this down a bit. You don't need that much alcohol right now.
water it down?
Would you like a glass of water separate? Because I ain't gonna give you a
I can
second
just
glass of
sip
this
it.
wine.
I don't need all of it. I'll just. sip
I
it.
can just
But-
imagine how you sip a drink.
Whatever,
Get
Travis.
drunk.
Whatever,
Get
Travis.
drunk.
Out of character. Whatever.
Get
Whatever.
drunk.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
sir.
that's a bad.
I'm sorry.
Jerk.
No, so he pours you a glass and brings over a large mug of water as well.
She
It
she
says-
only sips at it. She knows that she's obviously sick.
It's
wants to
fucking
savor
delicious.
this. Well, duh, it's Elven wine. Of
Yeah,
course
it's-
be
you-
delicious.
You've tasted like this vintage is at least 100 years old.
She's
like-
savoring every drop of it.
Speaking
And
of which,
yes, before you say anything, Jimmy, Elven wine does not turn to vinegar after 100 years. They know how to make that shit. You raised a hand like you were gonna
Because
be-
Fantasy
you were
World,
gonna say
that's why.
I raised a hand to
Because
say
fantasy.
that I too am savoring the last drops, but it's true that it would take a special, magical sort of fantasy world grape to last that long. And I'm glad
or
to know
just
that.
special ingredients. Magical
The more you know.
ingredients. Anyway, so cool. You pass a day. He kind of makes his own dinner, which again smells. You don't want any of that.
Nope. I got
Um,
my
Takes out some ale and
my trail mix or some shit. Whatever.
your delicious trail mix.
like trail mix, some sort of.
So like,
granola
so
shit.
dwarves like feast on like sausage, and
Eh,
like and
There's a
and
good amount of
elves
meat, yes.
elves are really into the kale chips, like the kale chips.
yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
And
Lembas
nuts
bread.
and
No.
berries.
So he says, well, I know you might not be that talkative, but, so which village are you from?
Which
You don't
village are
mind
you
the
from? You seem
Deep
to know something.
Deep
What?
Haven. I dare say you've heard of it.
Have I, Travis?
Oh, you have.
Okay. Can I do like a knowledge checky thing to know?
You wouldn't need one.
Okay. Can I know?
You know that Deep Haven is one of the prime manufacturers of your second favorite enemy.
Oh. I went from sort of liking him to really hating him.
I can see that look on your face. Not all of us like the present situation. Why do you think I'm not there?
Well, that would make some sense why you're not there.
Not all who wander are lost.
Wow, Travis, bringing the Lord of the Rings out. Ooh, fancy. Even though you hate it. She just kind of
I don't.
stare at him and sigh and just go, well, you're not there, you're here, you're helping me, so
Eh,
I
that I am.
guess I have no choice but to trust you.
You always have a choice. In everything you do, you have a choice. Remember that. That's why I left. I realized what we were doing, we always had a choice. I chose to leave.
And now you're here.
And now I'm here. He kind of raises his mug.
So it goes.
He raises his mug.
Oh, I guess I would clink glasses with him, I guess.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna try and make myself as comfortable as I can on the floor here. You let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
Alright. He kind of makes himself comfortable. Because he didn't sleep at all last night. You can tell he's very tired. So, cool! Back to the rest of the party. You guys are trekking through the foothills.
I really like that you on the map. I'm looking at the map on Roll20, and that you put a little circle of Gryffindale, as if we've been to Gryffindale.
I
Oh, yeah.
circled the capitals of
Gryffindor.
anywhere that any member of the party has been. So you'll notice home capitals of several places, as well as one that's very well known in the area. And then, yes, Gryffindale, though there's much more to the kingdom than you see.
So I assume we're just making our way back to
Meridian.
Sagni at this point.
Yeah, you guys are heading there. For the purposes of fast tracking, do you guys do anything in the mountains other than travel and make camp when necessary?
I don't
No, and I'm unusually quiet and lacking banter.
Okay. You guys. Okay. You you make it to the end of the foothills on the first day, because now that you've kind of beaten the path through there, you can pick a fairly quick route, get out of the foothills after getting an early start, and yeah, so you guys continue traveling. And
The first night, I ask if the two of them can handle it.
Yeah,
Handle the watch.
we'll handle it.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, Caben, you only need to sleep for 4 hours, so
Yep.
you can easily take half or more. Yep. Cool. So you guys take watch. No big issues. Second
Where are we at
day.
this point?
Do you guys just
In the-
continue on?
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah.
like we're probably here at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you guys just continue on, you make it to Sagni with no issues
Okay.
after 3 days.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Make it to Sagni.
Meanwhile, Faunalin, you're resting and recovering. You regain one ability point in each ability each day. So it's been 3 days. You're up to 4 Constitution and 13 Dex. So you're still feeling pretty shitty and not nearly as mobile as you normally would, but you're starting to feel better. Is there a
Yay.
point where you want to leave? He recommends you stay for 8 or 9 days.
I would just follow his recommendations because he's been good to me so far, and I have no reason to really mistrust him besides the fact that he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's been doing good by me, so
Yep.
I'll just kind of let it happen.
So after a couple days, he doesn't pry too much. He says, "So, why did the great lizard bring you over here? You don't look like the seafaring type. Usually, he rescues people dumped out into the to the sea to drown."
My group, that is, we helped him rid a tower of some less than favorable fey creatures, and I guess he felt generous and took me to you.
Faye, you say? Oh, that makes sense. Found this outside. And he walks out and comes back in with a fairly familiar sword. Says,
Travis,
yeah,
I love you. Travis,
I
you're
fell
the best.
asleep for one night, and this is sticking in the ground in front of my place. I almost walked into it.
She looks
Now-
at it confused, and
You know that I know that you know that I'm a dwarf. And this, well, this be cold iron.
oh, what does that mean? Oh wait, did I actually know that before? No, I didn't know what it was. Okay,
You
So she asks
recognize
him
the
about it.
sword,
yeah,
but
I know
you
the
don't
sword, but
know.
I didn't know what cold iron was,
Travis,
so I asked
bro,
him about it.
Travis, bro, you're too nice. Too
You
nice.
guys
Bro,
don't know
Travis.
this, by the
Yeah,
way.
you don't know
No.
shit. You don't know if
Oh,
he's
I-
a human
I-
or
Of
not.
course
so.
not. This is out of
Caven
game.
doesn't know
I'm
who
like,
Travis is.
Travis.
Travis thing.
Fist
Yeah,
bump.
fist bump.
Fist bump, Travis.
Kills Amaranth and takes away her body, but keeps Caven. Well, Caven kept himself alive, basically,
Yep.
and then gives him a sword back. All right,
Yeah.
Travis.
I
Bro,
rolled-
Travis.
I
to the
figured
bro.
rolled
as
a 20.
much.
I rolled a 20.
I figure as much. This looked like elven writing, and he hands you a note.
And I can't read it.
No, it's in elven. Oh,
I can't
you can't
read.
read it. You can't read it. Yeah, it is an elven, but you can't read.
So
I
how-
try and make out
what
some of the
determines
characters
read?
that I might have seen.
It's
I
a
don't know.
choice. Oh, not choice, but like
No,
it's in your
it's-
backstory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, like, I'm trying to make my world more realistic, so a few of the rules differ. Reading is basically based on your background.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And
So
I-
can
I was a
read or
bit-
can I not read?
I'm a
I'm
Woody,
pretty
so
sure
I
I can-
can't read.
You and Caben can read because I was polite with all of your first characters.
Well, it made sense with Arn and Amaranth.
It
To be
made sense
fair-
with Orn
to
and
be fair-
Amaranth because they were nobles.
And
I was
To be
polite.
fair, I have elements that I can argue that make me want to read.
Yeah, and it actually fit into Caben's
Yeah.
background. I won't say more than that.
Yeah.
I could see
We
with
don't know-
Dorian like writing
Speaking of
poetry and songs and things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you'd want to
And-
record that.
and
Oh,
to
okay,
To be fair,
12 minutes.
Caben, we
12
don't know
minutes left.
shit about Caben.
Yeah, we
We
don't.
don't know
You
shit
don't
You
know
don't
about
know shit about Caben.
no shit.
No one
anyway,
talks to
so-
Caven.
So cool.
I-
You
Bro, come on.
Let's bond over the campfire, Dorian. Let's bond over the
Okay,
campfire.
let's
tonight.
go. We got 12 minutes.
Yep. So anyway, you he hands you a note. You can tell it's Elven and you can't read it. What do you do? Like, what's your reaction?
I just kind of look at it and I'm like, I mean, the things look familiar, but I don't know what it says.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I would tell
Would
him.
you say that?
It's not like I'm ashamed of it.
Oh. All right. Well, I assumed you could have read it. Okay then. Well, I get that translated. It's not for me. I mean, this ain't my sword. So, all right. Well, I guess I'll get more of that elven fare you like, and I'll be back. You can see he's kind of flustered, and he just kind of heads out.
Oh, oops. She
Does-
can't read. Or awkward.
And
Hey.
he can't either, apparently.
He
Oh,
can't read
Elvish.
Elven.
You can read Dwarvish.
Whether or not he can read it all, you don't know. So cool. You guys, rest of the party is now in Stogny.
I assume.
I direct the party to Lysantha.
Mhm.
Excellent. You head over. Her butler lets you in right away and says, "Ah, yes, Lady Lysantha would be more than happy to speak with you all." He are you bringing in like the heads in a?
Oh, the heads are in my
We're
set.
we're not in a state where we have niceties picked out of like, oh, let us
Oh, I'm
put
bringing
the
the heads
heads on in the drying rack. You know, we're not,
Yeah.
or at least I'm not. I'm just sort of like walking like Lysantha that way. Be polite. Go. We like her. Go talk.
Yeah, I
to
mean
her.
you're all like unwashed and
Yeah, exactly.
smelling of the road. Cool. So he directs you to the sitting room and directs you in, and you see Lysantha kind of standing behind her desk. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Please take a seat. You look weary from your travels.
I give a deep bow, and I say, we have a gift for you, and good news, and some bad news.
Well, I made my fame and my fortune being a warrior. What is the bad news first?
Faunlin has, at our request, been taken somewhere, we don't know where, to be healed of a nasty bite wound from a creature... a creature of the undead. No, taken at our request. Traveled, carried, if you will. But
carried by who? You would trust someone to escort her without you?
A dragon.
I just chuckle.
A copper dragon.
We didn't have any choice.
Ah, interesting.
She was failing.
Please, have a seat. Have a seat. You're tired. Let me get you some refreshments.
Yeah, and I sort of collect my thoughts. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Tabar,
a lot has
grab some
happened.
refreshments. And you see her butler scurry off. Says, sit down, sit down. So, dragon, discuss.
I give her. I look at Caben and Nina, and I say, kind of, may I?
I just give it to her, and I give him a odd look. Do we want to talk about it?
Caven gives a slight shake. No.
I look at her and I say, it's been confusing. I will say
I dare
this.
say that it would be losing a friend you care about. I'm sorry to have heard that. It sounds as though you were successful avenging her loss.
I
just
say
dropped
yes.
the bag.
I say yes, we were, and we have a gift for you. Out of game, I direct the conversation elsewhere. But I'm like, yes, we were successful, and in more ways than we care to recount. But on the good news, you have a new trophy, and I say, Nina, show her the trophy. Show her the head.
The trophy.
I open the sack.
Yeah, I
and
said
the three heads
trophy.
in
I
it.
said trophy.
Yeah, she looks over and sees, yes, chimera heads. So, this dragon. Tell me.
And then I look at Lasantha directly in the eye, and I say, and Chimera young, potentially. And I look at Nina.
And then I
Potentially.
pull out the other sack with the 4 eggs in it. I don't drop it. I gently put it down.
The
Look up
rose
an egg.
eggs in the ground.
Nice, nice.
Interesting. Well, I'd recommend you crush those as soon as possible.
Are they good for eating?
Could fetch a fair price, could they not?
I love that you
They
asked that.
could if you're willing to risk your head over it.
I'm not, but I'm willing to take money for someone else to risk their head.
Well, considering it's one of the laws that will get you almost immediate death in this nation, I would recommend you get rid of them.
Okay. I'll be
Nina.
outside.
I hold my hand up. I say, Nina, they're not hatching at this moment. Just patience.
Yeah. I'm not gonna leave my
I
eggs
bear
outside.
you no ill will. You may do with them as you like, but I am not
Lasantha,
interested.
you showed us kindness after the loss of our friend.
I try.
And you said that you would appreciate a boon. We've presented you with a boon.
That you have. You've also presented me with an opportunity for information.
What
That's
kind of
always
information
something
do you
I'm
want?
interested in. I've asked you 3 times already. Perhaps a 4th will get it through to your brain. This dragon, tell me about him.
Oh,
Or
God.
her. I don't wish to be
And I look quickly at Nina, and I say, on our trip, on our travels, we're seeking information for the Chimera, which we did not know exactly where its nest was. We came across a beast that spoke Draconic, that we are able to capture and extract information out for its freedom. We let it
Beast
go.
that spoke Draconic. May I ask what kind?
I cannot tell you. I did not know.
She speaks to you in Draconic and says, Now, Durian. You could describe it to me at least. What kind of Draconic beast?
I smile, and I look at Nina.
I look at Durian and I'm like,
And she says in Draconic, "Oh, you too, Nina."
Caben's eyes glaze over.
I look at Durian and I say, with all due respect, Lady Lathansa, what do you intend to do if we tell you?
Kill them
I
all.
think you know what she wants to do.
If you mean ill will, I will say nothing.
I do not mean anything.
And then she kills you.
I'm an old woman.
I say, I
However-
say common. Okay, go on.
I do mean to see the downfall of dragons. They are greedy, mercurial beasts. They kill, they control. Look at Bubastis in the north. If I were 50 years younger when he came to power, the kingdom of Kiribal would never be as powerful as it is. They would never be under the thrall of a dragon like him.
I
Listen,
I
Colin,
look
Colin,
at
that-
This isn't common.
Okay.
What
I-
color
I-
dragon is she?
We've never heard of
Cowler.
that before.
What does Cowler matter?
Well, you said
You've heard of that
That's
dragon before.
interesting.
Oh, so we know.
yeah, Bubastis.
So we know.
Yes,
we
you-
know Bubastis.
You, except for Nina, you both know of the Kiribal is known as the Bronze Kingdom because of the Bronze Dragon. Why don't you actually roll me a knowledge local or a bardic knowledge
And-
check to see how much you know about
And the
him?
they like the dragons like their king.
Roll me a knowledge check to see how
Damn
much
it.
you know about him.
Damn it, dragon.
You
I gotta
have
pull up the
local.
website.
I
What's
do. I do have local.
What's the bardic knowledge? I think mine's
I
plus 7.
have no
Yeah,
freaking idea.
I'll figure it out.
I just
give
got
me
a
a second.
+0 to my local, so 7.
Really? You just... Oh, right.
I just have a rank in it. That's all I have. That's all I have.
Okay.
Okay,
I think
level.
it's plus charisma plus bard level, isn't it?
No, it's plus intelligence plus bard
Plus
level.
int plus bard level. Roll it.
So I'm 7 plus 1, so it's plus 8. Anything else? Let's see.
That should be it, I think.
Yes.
Because it's not something you can
Plus
level
8.
up.
Except by leveling up.
22.
Nice.
Nice. Good. So, Durian, you know that if we actually scroll up...
Yeah, zoom us there if you would.
Yeah. So you guys that know that, you know, I should say, okay, but apparently
Yeah.
doesn't like politics. You know that
Shocker.
the nation of Kiribal is known as the Bronze Nation because of the bronze dragon Bubastis that has been serving as a general advisor. It's not really known, but he was involved in a war between Kiribal and the Orc Nation about 150 years ago.
Can you remind us,
Yeah.
Travis?
Yes.
Bubastis. I know that name from this campaign. Can you remind me where it comes
It's
from?
been mentioned several
Yeah.
times in this campaign and was a character in a different campaign.
Yeah, I know exactly which character Travis is. referring
And at
to.
that
Which
time
act-
we
which
played.
character? Damn it! No, I know it.
It
I
was-
know it. I
you
just
know it
got
now?
it. I just got
Okay.
it. Yes.
And I
got it.
told you at that time that the name had been mentioned at least twice, which it had.
I did
And
not know
Yep.
that it had. Well done, though.
But
For those
you
who don't know, because we didn't stream it, it was
Yep.
mentioned in a one-shot campaign that Josh DM'd.
As a dragon familiar, no less.
Oh, that's why. I was like, why
my
does that
blue
sound so
dragon familiar. However, in this campaign, he's a bronze dragon. He's been part of Kiribal's royalty political system. Again, it's kind of sketchy how he fits in. But he's been part of their system for over 150 years. He fought in the war between Kiribal and the Orc Nation, which actually included most of the surrounding kingdoms, including Gryffindale and Meridian.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Fawn doesn't
And
know
Kiribal
this,
right now is probably the most powerful nation on the northern continent, just because who's gonna fuck with a nation that has 150,
So
60, 70-year-old
roll
dragon?
back a second. Now that we know all
Yeah.
that, let's.
You know all
what?
that.
Yeah.
You
What? So what
Okay.
did Lysantha say before I rolled this check? Just to remind me.
She said if I were 50 years younger, Bubastis would never have come to power.
Okay. So I
And
looked-
you would know that Kiribal has taken lands from all of the surrounding nations, including Meridian, Ellereth, and Marilia,
Yeah. No.
through
No.
that war.
No. So I would have good reason to know about that. So I say like I look at her for a moment and I say, we had one chance to secure a charge that you introduced to us. And I will say that the bearer was an intelligent being who spoke Draconic, and we hope that Fawn's recovery will be found in a couple days. To the
Yes,
south
her
here.
recovery. I'm sure it was cheap.
And I look at her and I say, life is cheap.
Life.
We have been on a quest to prove as much for weeks now.
Life is precious, though it shouldn't always cost you to help save a life.
It didn't cost us anything.
Probably a good place to
Copper
stop. there.
dragon, you
Okay,
said.
Maybe not.
I said nothing.
I see. Well, thank you for your assistance.
No. I take a step closer and I look at her and I say, we are glad to give you another trophy. And I give a bow to my head.
I don't know what you mean by that, but she
She said thank you for your assistance, but she didn't do anything. We didn't help her. We did it for ourselves. So I was kind of like
Oh, okay,
threatening
gotcha,
her by
gotcha.
saying like, no. We're glad to give you a reward that you did nothing for. Bow the head. That's what I meant.
be careful that those eggs don't get you in trouble.
I
To
look at
barn, lead them out.
Yeah, don't say anything. That's fine.
And
And now would be a good time to end.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad I'm not
After
dead. That's all I
plant
can
one of the
say.
eggs under her like staircase.
can we?
Do you or do you take them out?
No,
I mean, like,
I-
Barnes walking with you, like her
Yeah,
butler.
no, I don't.
He
I
could
don't.
have-
I'm not like
Unseen
and,
servant.
like,
The
played a
second
little,
she told
like-
me it was a killable offense to have these eggs, I'd leave them. I refuse to have anything to do with them.
You leave them?
So
No. So
Nina
Nina,
literally
What
does
business
not
you
pick
deal
up
with
the
it?
bag.
no, Nina. I say pick them up. We'll dispose of them. Just don't stop it, Nina. Stop making a scene, Nina. Stop making a scene.
Fine, as long as you swear that you will dispose of them, and I mean by dispose, destroy.
Yes.
Nina,
Promise
you
me.
can't remember half your life. You could have been a criminal before now. Just stop being so high and mighty.
Promise now.
Nina, pick them. Kaven's gonna pick them up.
Okay,
You
Caitlin
can
picks
pick
them
them
up
up.
and
I've
they
actually
start
seen it.
walking out. Okay, and like I said, now's a good time to end. So
Yeah.
guys, awesome session.
That
I
was
had
fun.
a lot of fun.
Bye.
We got
I'm so glad my connection evened out. Jesus.
we got a little bit of background on a few characters, and we
Yes,
found
we
out
did.
some interesting stuff.
Thumbs up.
Caven's still mysterious as fuck, though.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Caven's so mysterious as fuck. You only know the city that I'm from, or that the region that I'm oriented to, if you listen carefully.
Yeah.
And that
Caven
you know,
knows your
Nina
last
has
name, too.
had weird dreams, and Fawn's a
and
racist.
no one knows it.
No, I
There we
thought
go.
you used that
Dude,
to
Fawn's
be-
totally a racist.
Totally racist.
No,
She does
Caven.
not like dwarves.
Caven knows
if you didn't
Durian's
know.
last
She
name.
does not like dwarves.
Do you?
Anyone
Yeah,
who
you
didn't
said
When
it
know-
did you
once.
learn?
You said it once, and Caven was present. He was the only person.
I'm pretty sure Caven was
Oh,
introduced by his
shit.
full name as well at the archery tournament.
Yeah,
but
but he
he
doesn't
was.
care. It's not a mystery.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Like,
okay. I thought you were
he's-
saying
so-
like, oh, it's secret.
No,
But-
he's
No,
if
so-
he said
but-
it, he'd be like, yeah. But,
Guys, let Josh go. He's got to leave.
Bye, Josh. Leave.
No. I meant let. Did you want to say
Oh.
anything, or were you
Wave.
just waving by?
yeah.
All right,
so,
see you,
Thank
Josh.
you guys for
Thanks for a
watching
fun
so
episode.
much.
Thanks,
Actually,
Josh.
I still got like 10 minutes before I actually got to run, but
Oh.
Awesome.
I was giving myself some time. Did we level up, Travis? Because we're now back in town.
don't know
I'm
yet.
going to have to go. So I actually updated. Apparently, not all the sheets. Nina, yours is updated with XP. You guys were a little over 2,000 off. I'm gonna add up not
Calculator.
only the combat but also the role playing, and I'm not sure if you'll level up. I'll have to see it.
Okay.
Dude.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Dude, Allison, the feels of getting.
The feels.
So
I
really,
was-
really
I
quick,
was a
feels
little
of the
sad.
Package
music.
she bought you.
we can
I
talk about
was
this
sad
stuff.
with the-
But when
after,
did she
guys.
buy it for me?
But really quick,
When
I was-
I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No.
We are
At
Oh,
all
I'm-
next week?
At all next
Like
week.
Monday or?
I'm going
okay.
back to California for a week to visit, and I will be the whole week. I'm going to go be camping, but the weekends I might have
Awesome.
access to a computer. My parents' internet sucks because they're in like the black hole of Comcast and Verizon. Like they can't get good internet. It's
Shocking.
terrible.
Nice.
I mean,
So-
I looked it up. I have 1 megabyte up right now and half a megabyte down. That's where I am.
Yeah. So next week, guys, there won't be a stream. I apologize for that. We should be good in 2 weeks.
So when are you next available?
Next
The
fortnight.
next week. So
Did
not
you
the
just
4th,
say Fortnite?
but the
You
11th.
Fortnite.
beautiful
It's
Aussie.
2 weeks.
Did you just say Fortnite?
A
Fortnight.
Yeah, he did.
I know.
Fortnite, 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
2
That's
weeks.
awesome.
So the 11th.
Why
I
is
will
that
be good to
awesome?
go.
That's a common term.
Not
Not so much in the
guys-
U.S.
Do you
Not
guys not use the
America.
term Fortnite?
No, we used it as a joke.
Wait,
Like,
Dude,
what?
that's
Yeah.
that's like
Wow.
shit you see in Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Wow. Wait, Fortnite's super common term.
No, Josh. Like my heart just.
Oh,
Oh,
turn your cameras back on.
Oh, 4-hour limit.
You know,
Oh, I
let's,
thought I
let's
lost
just end the stream here. We can
Yeah.
discuss about
All
this
right.
stuff. But guys,
Yep,
thanks so much
thank
for
you,
watching.
everyone.
Thanks for watching.
We'll be back
Thanks
in
for
2 weeks,
watching.
yeah,
like I
it was,
said.
it was a good crowd tonight. Thank you guys.
Yeah, give us a follow if you want to stay informed on when we go live and everything. Look below for all the information about our stream. It's lots of fun. We enjoy doing it. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And maybe if I stream some more games, we'll see you then. So, see you
Okay.
guys.